Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dolbeck. This is the last day of the map, Coral Divine in Outpost Rush. Sadly, I was sick, so I've been able to play a couple times today, but I've been able to still edit a video and bring it today for you. You're gonna see there is minimum one versus 3 in this video. I think I got another one, but the people ran instead of dying. So a couple of 1vx into this video with 27 kill in Coral Divide. You're still gonna reach some 30 kill, but it's gonna be a bit more rare. Mostly if you want to fight on the right side of the map. Most of the high kill game you're gonna see gonna be into the middle of the map, into some game where the two teams are just banging their head in middle and ignoring the right side. But in Coral Divine there is two objectives on the right and one into the middle. So one of the big mistake of what the people do is banging into the middle and not going enough on the side. So they are losing the game but doing good KD or good overall game, you know what I mean? So this is what I realized I was doing too at the start. I was doing, you see, you go, the door is there and then you go to middle, but the map is open and the rest of the, you see there, the two objectives, it's worth it to go over there. And for me, it's really worth it because this is a good place to get some 1 versus X. So this build is kinda crazy. I just made this build on the fly because I was playing Great Axe Hatchet or Great Sword Hatchet, and I felt like Coral Divide, the fact that the map is a bit more like small and like it's hard to run around, with the hammer and hatchet I was probably able to do good too. So I decided to put a hammer hatchet build and go hard with it, see if I can get a 1v3, and this is what you're gonna see now. So there's gonna be the build guide and then the gameplay. So for the build, I am into my fresh start server, you know, the PvP server, so it's pretty hard to get a perfect build, but still it's doing great. Mostly that we have a bit of ethereal that we can just fill with it, because I had no good chest piece and this is a good filler. Tourney Reflection, I could swap that for something better because I don't really like this perk. But I needed Hasted Vigor and Slash Conditioning is great too. So for me this piece is almost best in slot, so I decided to take it on the market. The rest is just a regular shirking heal with a bit of conditioning, you know what I mean. Having too much Enchanted Ward, oh no, I only have one Enchanted Ward and no Elemental Aversion. That could be good to have a bit of that. So you see I got Leeching, Invigorated, and RT. This is amazing. I'm trying to find this, but with Strength or Con. Uplight Amulet is not best in slot, but still pretty good. Upgraded with Slash Protection. The Justice Earring is a game changer because the Justice Earring, you know, getting more potion right now is great. On my hammer, I got Transient Recovery. I tried to abuse of it, but at the same time I can't really do it too much because human are dodging. Most of the human gonna dodge the EV attack, and it only work on fully charged EV attack. So I would recommend to go for another perk than that. It's still good to have Transient Recovery because right now it helps to survive for sure. Divine, I feel like it's very good for this build because with the hammer, it's not like the great axe that you can just reach people and rip it to you. You need to keep them there. So having the grasping vine and then doing like the armor breaker into them, it's just like rend cap straight up and dead almost. So I decided to use those consumable. You will see I don't use the new cleanse potion and shit. Yeah, maybe I decided to use it once. I don't know if it's into that clip, but I got a 1v3 with it was not the Zephyr Kick, it was the armor one. You see those that increase the armor. But yeah, like this, I feel like it's pretty balanced because you have the Hog Flesh and the Gemstone does that it helps you to react to what you're fighting. If I fight a melee, I pop a Hog Flesh, and if I fight a ranged, I pop a Gemstone dust. And it just makes sense, and when it's a ranged, you can look the damage you're taking. To some bow, I'm using Gemstone dust, some bow I'm using Hog Flesh Bomb, same for the Blunderbuss, that depend. If the Blunderbuss have the half of his damage converted into elemental, then I'm gonna pop a Gemstone Dust, and yeah, I'm gonna look at this a bit. Worth it, worth it. And then, for the hammer, I made a special build. The Wrecking Ball is a great ability, but when you use it on people with grit, it's not working, so you need to use it well. And I was using the Path of Destiny because, you know, I'm a bruiser, so for me using that was like instinctive, but I found that the Path of Destiny, you can get stagger out of it a lot. And it don't have that much effect to, yes, you can get some leech out of it, out of that, but I decided to take this passive off too, because now that I only have one ability there, it's not gonna leech too much. So instead of that, I decided to go for some, you see, some good passive, and the 1.5 meter radius is far enough to have a great effect. You will see it's amazing. So the combo you can do, I'ma do it in front of you. So most of the people, they will dodge the Sundering Shockwave. You will still be able to land it, but most of the people are gonna dodge it. So if you do a heavy attack, they're gonna use a dodge. Okay, so when they're gonna use a dodge, you're gonna go into the direction where they dodge, and then you're gonna use the Shockwave. And they're gonna probably dodge the Shockwave too. They're gonna dodge twice, because they dodged your heavy attack, and then they dodged your Shockwave. So then they only have one dodge left at the end, and this is where you're gonna make them use the last dodge by using this, but most of the people are gonna try to ego it instead of using their last dodge. So what happened with the Wrecking Ball is it put the people on the ground, you know? So when it put the people on the ground, then you can land a armor breaker into them while they are onto the ground. So yeah, it's really easy to land it while they are onto the ground. Other than that, sometimes you can just come and land your armor breaker at first, because I feel like if you do this and hit your armor breaker, I had a tendency to do that. You see, I was doing one medium AV attack like this, not a full AV, and then I was doing my armor breaker into it, and this is the most instinctive thing to do, but the reality is the people are gonna dodge it. Like, it's not gonna work. You're gonna do that, they're gonna dodge once away, and then if you do that, you wasted your armor breaker. Most of the time, this is what's gonna happen. So if you just start with the armor breaker into the dude, you just go and do that, pop, it's almost instant, and then you start your fight based off this, and then you try to do a easy attack, make him dodge, and do whatever we said after it. But yeah, you go into it, you try to make the dude use the stamina, he uses stamina, then you go into it and you CC chain him. Even if you use Wrecking Ball before Shockwave, it's not that much a big deal, or Shockwave before Wrecking Ball, both will not like fuck up each other. I better like to do the Shockwave to make the people use the stamina, and the Wrecking Ball at the end, because I feel like the Wrecking Ball have more impact when I land it. It does more DPS, and then use the Wrecking like this when they are onto the ground or as an opener. And then when I know that I landed my armor breaker, I just go brah, and try to root them and burst them while they are running away, because the hatchet, this is what's nice about this hatchet build. It's pretty good to run after people, you know. And there's a on the throw, this throw that throw you backward, there's a root into it, so it's gonna help you to catch up to people with all the ace built in, you know what I mean. So this is a hammer build. This is the hatchet build, really powerful with a bit of stamina and DPS, you know. And then for the attribute, this is what I did. I had 200 con. It was scanning my item in the, you see my gear score is just low. And this item goes to 700 gear score while I'm in OPR, so I'm getting some stats. That's why I have 200 con. And I'm like this. You can do all strength, that could be good too, or just 25 dex. I would not go with too much dex because the hammer do a lot of DPS and you want to abuse that, man. Really important. So have good movement. Make sure to use the, like, make your enemy use stamina and then punish him when he's gonna do a mistake. When his stamina is low, it's the time to go aggressive mode, you know. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will do more into the future. Peace out.